some point, like maybe you guys have experienced this, like you see someone and you look in their eyes, and then if you see that, and then you're gonna think like, oh, now he's judging me, right? It's like you look like you're judging me right now. So that I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to have that feeling of being like feeling that someone's judging me. So not avoiding the eye contact will actually eliminate the awkwardness of like, oh, well, I'm being judged because I'm looking like we're looking at each other.
We had one more suggestion.
Yeah, I be coming from this from a bit of a different perspective. I have a speech problem. I may or may not be noticeable depending on how nervous I get. And the way I've overcome that is through public speaking.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So you tackle your fear of the speech impediment by doing it.
Exactly. I used to be involved with a local group, genealogy, where people would go in front of everyone and state what sorts of things they've been doing the previous month or previous whatever. And I would often volunteer to mention what I had been doing. Another thing that I've been doing is hosting panels.
Really?
Yes.
Excellent.
Public speaking.
Yeah.
Right. 2 here, dragons and legendary creatures, and the normal dragon panel. People at FC would understand the difference. There.
Great.
That's good.
And I've been doing that for the past few years.
That's good.
That's very
And then
good.
that's helping you overcome the issue.
And he brings up actually a rather good point where you want to put yourself in situations where it will make you nervous. But the way he did it, right? He did it with small groups at first. So having your mom watch you, like he said, having your mom watch you, having your family watch you, and then start building off of that. Maybe if your problem is nervousness, is the fact that people are watching you. So if you have smaller groups of individuals, it might be better to start small than start going bigger, so that you building up to the point where you can actually do it in front of a crowd. That will help you drastically.
Yes.
If that's your problem.
Yeah, starting small and gradually growing to bigger is a really good life practice in many things. And then you
In
can
most
do it in
things.
front of a crowd.
In most things.
Most things.
You want to start out with a small car, not a big SUV when you learn how to drive. Because you're going to make a 15-point turn to park straight.
So I mean, who here has a fear of public speaking? Show of hands. Great. And it sounds like that you also had a similar fear that was compounded by other things.
I'm not sure I had a fear of speaking in public per se. My fear was my stuttering in a way, which might seem trivial to people who don't have to deal with it. But for me, it was a major problem. As far as small going large, I did the opposite.
I'm sorry, I'm really cold.
So,
So I'm trying to.
You should sit in your.
I think the
go give him a hug.
right. The lesson that we want to draw from your story.
I'll give you a hug.
The lesson that we want to draw from your story is you put yourself out there.
there you go.
It's very important.
Yeah.
So here's a couple of things that I think his story really ties a lot of what we talked about together. Number one, he kind of realized that he wants to move from point A to point B. So he did his research with his geology group and other opportunities for him to see that opportunity. Go ahead.
Family history.
I'm sorry?
Genealogy.
In genealogy. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Well, don't. A lot of people do that.
My apologies. But I think the important part is first was research and finding that support group. Those were the two things that we talked about already, right?
Right.
And then number 3, we're talking about nervousness. We talked about the visualization element of it. And then through the embodiment of your story, it's the actual physical going out and doing it, right? So this concept of nervousness, are you, give this guy a hug. Guy, go. The whole concept of nervousness is overcome by visualization. It's overcome by practice, right? So we didn't talk about practice just yet in the concept of nervousness. How do you get better at a math exam? You practice the formulas over and over again with different variables, different numbers, homework assignments, things like that. It's exercise because you're training your body and your mind to be prepared to dance. So practice is important. Play Just Dance. It's okay. It's a really great fursuit dancing tool because I would never do any of those dance moves in out of suit. But in suit, they're amazing, right? So practice is important. And then third is experience, actually going out and doing it, actually putting yourself in the scenarios where you will find yourself to be nervous and making that mental choice to visualize positive, not negative. Question in the back.
He's getting a lot of exercise.
Yes.
We can
Yeah,
hear you.
definitely. Okay, awesome. So, practicing in and out of suit, because some things, like a jumping split, might not work when you don't do them out of suit.
Tip
Dangerous leapfrog.
for all of those of you who have fursuits or want to dance in fursuits, exaggerate your movements, please. Please, please, please. Small movements we cannot see.
Okay.
You need
Dance.
to dance.
You do need to dance. You actually need to shake your booty.
Shake your booty. Shake it. Shake it.
Yeah! Yeah! Group encouragement. It's important.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Bye. Any going away dances? Look at how choreographed they are! It's like they planned that! That's amazing!
They worked this entire. They were sitting there in the back the entire time trying to choreograph how they were going to leave.
That's actually like, I don't believe that one bit, but that was incredible.
It's not true.
I was expecting like salt and pepper shaker sprinkler or something like that. That was
Salt
great.
and pepper
That was
sprinkler.
great. Salt and pepper. Ow! Anyway, another question.
It's okay to talk here.
Okay, yeah. So the type of fursuit that you dance in is also going to affect you. So this whole concept of dancing in suit is very important. Do we have another going away dance? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah! It's an expectation. Yeah!
There you go.
Awesome! Everyone remember that dance? If you don't, you're too young. All right!
Hey, if he's able to do that, you can do that with other things too. It's all memorization.
Yep, exactly. He probably was nervous. Who here thinks that he might have even been a teeny tiny bit nervous, right? But he still did it. And that's what's important.
Okay, just do it.
I'll just
Cool.
do it.
Okay.
I feel warmer now.
Okay. Are we all good on the topic? Like we can keep talking about nervousness. There's a lot of psychological philosophy around this, but are we okay with putting nervousness to rest? Okay. What are the 3 things that you can do to get over nervousness?
Stop, drop, and roll.
All right, yell out one of them.
Visualize.
Visualize. What does that mean? I pointed in this general direction. I didn't mean to point at like any individual.
Call them out. Put them on blast right over here.
Yeah, right? What does visualize mean, anyone?
Think about it
You're thinking about it in what way?
with your brain.
In the brain. Right? But you have a choice, right? What is your choice? What are your 2 choices?
What you're going to be doing in a visual manner.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you're thinking about succeeding. You're thinking in the positive. Okay? What's another way to get over nervousness? Anyone?
Imagine everyone in their underwear.
Imagining everyone in their underwear. Yep, definitely. So that's still visualization. Exactly. Exactly. You don't even have to imagine it. You could just go to some room parties. Anyway, what's another way to get over nervousness?
Practice. Practice.
She must be talking. I hear whispers. Right? Practice. Someone else say it. I hear practice. There we go. Practice is important, right? Practice is really important because it helps get that muscle memory, that mental memory. What's the third way? What's a third way that you can get over nervousness? Jumping.
Alcohol.
You don't need liquid courage, trust me. I've never touched alcohol in my whole entire life.
Right?
Don't judge me.
So-
First topic.
So third way.
I still
third
want
way?
them to take it down.
Sorry?
Relax, I like breathing.
Relax with breathing. Cool. So that was whole like find yourself in that Zen place. That's certainly that mentality bit. But the third one that I want to make sure that we're hammering down is you just go and you do it. You just
do it.
Just put yourself
Just
out there.
swallow
You
it.
try. You leave this room and you dance. Like it's just finally doing those things.
Yep.
Just randomly waltzing with a person you've never met before. Exactly. It's just going out there and doing it.
Yep.
So yeah. So what was another thing that we talked about after nervousness?
Intimidation. We talked about intimidation.
Poses and things. That's
Poses
right.
and things.
Yeah.
What did? Can you ask your question again?
Oh, it's sort of I've done like masquerade performance where
Got it. You're more
I get
theatrical,
more of
operatic.
a dramatic like this.
Got it.
I can't really do a dance.
So you want the dance part of it. Okay. This probably calls for some movement exercises. Yes? No?
You guys can be.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Cool. Let's throw down some sick beats. Yo.
I like to move it.
I like
Okay.
Play that funky music,
So-
white boy.
God bless you.
Okay, so
That's
let's.
adorable.
Okay, so how about this?
like
How
Donald
about
Duck.
like with my limited amount? I don't know what everybody likes to listen to.
Just give us something with like
However-
an easy 4 beat. Funnily enough, Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars in 6/8 time.
I have a
It's
lot
not a
of Disney
4
music.
beat. Hmm?
I have a lot of Disney. Let's just do
Sure.
something. Like, let's just do this.
Something that
DJ
just
Racket
has
in the
bass
house.
snare. Bass snare is what we want. Give us a 130.
A what?
130 BPM. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's an actual song. Oh, okay, I thought you were just playing like that.